Yes. Yes, I am.
Yep, I am ready.
Let me quickly jump in, because Glitchy, apparently you forgot to add your mic to OBS, because
Oh.
I can't hear your voice.
Safety precaution. Okay. Well,
That's fine. That's fine, though. So
it's okay.
Trez knows his people.
It's okay. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me, Trez.
Maybe.
Okay. Alright, so right now we are going to have a ALttPR challenge cup, I believe, with being inverted, random swords, Master Swords Pedicle, Hard, and a Key Sanity. So this seems like an interesting race. Unfortunately, I know literally nothing about A Link to the Past Rando, so I'm going to let the commentators take over. You want to add anything before the race starts?
Yes, thanks, Glitchymon, and welcome once from me. We are here with Plasma Kappa and Xirtanul, and I'm not alone today. With me is Emerith. Hey.
How is it going?
I'm super fine, and I'm super hyped for this match. This is game 2 between those guys. Plasma Kappa won game 1, if I'm correct, and Xirtanul is trying to get it to game 3.
Yeah, that is correct. And we are playing on Xirtanul's pick this time, and I actually looked up the history, and he's actually picked this mode against every opponent so far in bracket.
I mean, pedestal inverted Key Sanity, you don't know what you're getting. It could be a fast one, it could be a long one. We even could go to the validation chest after Moldon 2, so yeah.
Anyway, this ends up going, we're certainly in for a ride.
We technically could still not see the light world at all, if you think about it, just for pedestal.
Alright,
we're off to go.
The race has started. I'm just fixing the cropping a little bit on the second stream, if that's okay.
So Plasma Kappa fights 3 bombs at Link's house, which is in the Dark World. It's pretty convenient just to go Hype Cave in this mode.
It's the best thing to find in Link's house in invert.
For sure. Ooh, and the hammer right off the bat.
Definitely a big trend in inverted to see early sort of hammer or some sort.
Alright, so the seed gives us bombs, which gives us the hammer, which gives us $300 and a small key to pod. Does it lead us to something?
I mean, could already start dipping into pod, but still a couple more overworld checks to look through. So probably gonna take care of those first.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you got the little devout guys, you got some stuff in Skullwoods, and every chest right there is pretty huge since it's key.
And Xirtanul doing a little bit of bomb farming there in Skullwoods.
Well, Plasma Kappa picking up our first sword for this evening on Stumpy. So, since this is hard mode, we're not gonna see any butter sword or red map. But I think those runners are capable of doing any, and we find a moon pearl in Skull.
Oh, we may be seeing a bit of the light world after all.
A big key of ice. Alright, and Xirtanul's not gonna check the chest in the back. It's a bit tough without the Somaria, but I can see that play. You can go there anytime.
It's a bit of a long check, so don't blame him for skipping it.
And since we're starting in the Dark World, checking this chest is not too bad at all.
Xirtanul had to pick up his hat.
So my guess would be Plasma Kappa also going to Skull Woods and then diving the Village of Outcasts, maybe even Thieves Town. Ooh, that Skull Hug. It's really not out of the...
Can certainly rain on your parade if you're not paying attention.
Not sure, Xirtanul was happy to see the early sword. Ooh, Plasma Cap again wall mastered after a lot of bongs of these things.
Just getting beaten up by the bumper.
A lot of digs needed today. Just for compass.
Not even gonna bother.
So on Plasma Kappa side, you just saw the only vanilla small key guaranteed in any of the seeds, since you already or would not have any possibility to just dig out of this dungeon other by saving.
Both runners look like they're going to be heading into Thieves Town here in just a moment.
And I have to admit, Chad, that's a good punt. Find another compass to Turtle Rock. Ooh, missing the bomb. So I think Xirtanul is just gonna dip these down for now, get those 4 chests in the front.
Yeah, Plasma Kappa looking like he's about to do this. Following these Village of Outcasts checks.
I assume after this we only have Pod and the Pyramid Ledge left. And the 1 chest in Skullwood.
That is correct, until we find a glove upgrade, and then that just blows open Lightwork.
And that all is about routing, specifically until the moment we find them. Ooh, that's a fetch quest. Alright, the 3rd chest in Thieves Town. Coming up. Alright, that's useful. That's something you want to see. Alright.
Looks like we're off to Pod.
It looks like it. Probably the Pyramid Ledge first. You don't want to go into... Ooh, taking a death, right? I mean, not too bad of a place, but that shows you how hard sometimes it is to survive in inverted.
Yeah, those Phoenixes do a lot of damage in green. I'm trying to think. Is Catfish technically in play right now? We do have Hammer.
Yeah, but we still need a glove upgrade to lift up this.
Oh right, true.
I mean, there is a way in inverted to have it in logic without a glove upgrade. If you have the mirror and did Aga and use flippers to go up to the Zora area and mirror from that point. So yeah, that could. There's a big key on the ledge. Watch it be the Thief's on big key.
Just to send them right back there. Yeah.
Oh no.
Of course.
Oh, and you see the runners were not sure what to choose. I think both of them were like, "Oh, go Thief's down, or do I go into pot?" Yeah, that's a difficult.
Yeah, definitely a difficult decision. We do have our divergence here with Xirtanul taking the Thieves Town hint from that big.
I mean, it's still possible for Plasma Kappa to just find the Thieves Town small key and full clear the dungeon and find progression on the big chests. I guess that's what at least Xirtanul is gonna lead.
Or Thieves Town could be a total bust and have absolutely nothing in it, and pot is the play, but we will find.
From Xirtanul said, you definitely hope this is a pendant. So we got 3 chests we can check in pod right now. This first down here, then the one on the bridge, and in the basement. In these down, there are actually 2 chests only in logic. Maiden's chest and
the one on 5e in the ceiling.
No, this is not in logic because you could technically take the key down to the big chest. So without that small key, yeah, it's just what is in logic is just the maidens. Because you could lock the big chest, and you can lock the chest up here, and you could lock up blind without.
Oh yeah, that is true. Pod so far only having the silver arrows in it.
Yeah, we're now saying only, but when you come to Ganon, I think that's totally nice. But so far, nothing in pod, so I expect that Maiden's chest to have something of value. Or the chest and skull, what's in the back. No lift upgrade, you gotta kill all enemies.
Gotta go all the way around.
But being on 5 hearts so far doesn't feel too bad, specifically its hard mode.
Yeah, at this point it feels at least a little bit of a grace.
Ooh, I think the logical progression is in Skullwood.
Certainly seems that way. Probably our glove or some other key and pod to push us towards that glove.
All right, 3 in 10 chance if this is dependent or not.
And it is a crystal in Thieves Town.
So we know there's not a small key in the back of Skullwoods, because that would just give us... Well, it could technically be possible for the big chest. That would be cruel.
This is Key Sanity. It does tend to be cruel and fling you all the way around the map.
Still, I'm expecting the gloves being in here.
You know, like I said, either that or another key and pod, and it's just a little bit deeper in.
But a pod key wouldn't unlock us a logic check, because we have 2 different key doors which we can use the... And yeah, the glove.
Looks like Xirtanul will be heading right to South Hyrule Light World for a bunch of checks.
You have to be a little bit careful right now, but gets it done with 1 heart life.
Hey, sometimes 1 is all you need.
I would certainly take it. Hey, that's a Mesa Sword. Flooded in the dam. Oh, wow. And a small key to Castle Tower. That's not something you want to see.
Yeah, definitely don't want to be thinking about seeing Aghanim anytime soon.
I mean, the good thing is, the only way to Aga be needed is technically to have the mirror in itself. Because you need to go into the light world, take the bomb, and mirror back. And if you don't have the mirror and it is a pyramid fairy, you have to do Aga for this. There's no way. There's our map, our first map for Desert Palace.
Was being inverted. The only access to Desert Palace is, I believe, the book.
Yes, it is, and that's a good find to the Desert Palace map, because we can just check what's in there. And ooh, that's a flute. Now that's normally not a location you will find the flute in ever, unless you're playing inverted. Plasma Cup is
Plasma.
attacking the first. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say basically the same thing you're saying. Plasma Kappa heading into what looks like Lost Woods and
Yeah, and Xirtanul is coming up from the south post. Gonna check his shovel, which he got, and the mirror cave, which is not a mirror cave right here. Cave 45 is actually accessible as it. Wow.
the value.
So I guess French vanilla move item. Could you say that?
Just a little.
It's more for the detailed movement rather than the majority overworld movement. So Amarith, I didn't ask you before. Do you want to see something trolly today, or what should be our go?
I'm always down to see something trolly. Make these runners run around.
Alright, so you want to have the GT dip?
I mean, we got the hook shot. That means validation
Oh.
chest is in lot.
Alright, we'll find a small key to Turtle Rock. A Somoria, and I think that was a Swamp Palace small key right off the bat in Blind's hut. And that flute actually gives us some access to the mire area. After activating it in the light world, we can use it in the dark world and get some chests. You can see the medallion required for mire.
Yep, definitely give us some good information on places that we may end up having to go, and an ice rod for Plasma Cap.
And a mirror.
So it really packed it in Titan Kakariko.
Yeah, Stackerico on this word. So we don't need to kill at least the Aga one. Maybe the chests, but not himself. So both runners are right now stepping into each other's footsteps, cleaning out Kakariko. I think Xirtanul is gonna go south after this. And we're gonna see what Plasma Kappa is doing. Maybe he's gonna go for the Graveyard Ledge and the back of his cape, get some more checks in there. Also with that mirror, you can take the frog home.
Yeah, each of these runners has a very wide range of things that they can go check right.
Yeah, and with that flute, we have access to the dark world. Sorry for the death. And Tress, I'm sorry, but you can mirror just to the frog right there. He's a bit too far to the right, I think. Yeah. See, you can take the frog out of there, mirror back into the light world, bring him home, and mirror right in front of the purple chest and take it out. don't actually need mids. Mids are the only spot mids are required is the King's Tomb in this mode.
Yeah, I was actually surprised the first time that I played through inverted and didn't have to pick up mids at all. I was like, huh, that was...
Yeah, and that flute is convenient to have, but it's not necessary at all. With that mirror, we can enter everything which is usually blocked by the flute. And you can talk about technicalities about flute could lead you on Death Mountain to the lamp, yes, but our runners are certainly capable of being in the dark rooms and just clear those out without the.
As a note, Plasma Kappa did find that mushroom that the Dwarven Breadsmiths were crafting.
And he's gonna do a fake powder clutch right there. Emptying your magic and then using the Cane of Sumaria and instantly menu to the shroom and you use it. And oh no. I mean, we know it's not gonna be necessary today, but you don't want to see things like that. And even those hammer packs are accessible without the guidance. Ooh, wow. So the back of Escape has the vanilla smoke, you don't see that often. And also got the big key to Skull Woods. That's not something you want to see, but in inverted, it's not too problematic at all.
Yeah, the more big keys you can nail down early, less likely you're going to have to be hunting for that one last key that you need to find the pennant for that pedestal. I'm certainly just going through these dark rooms real quick to get that one key check out of the way here in Castle Tower.
Oh, I see. So chat is telling us this is about the vanilla small keys always there in, or at least in the Escape and in inverted key sanity. Oh, I see. Thanks.
Plasma picking up their hook shot. Xirtanul getting a whopping 5 rupees for their trouble.
So we just need flippers to get Swamp fully clearable. I wonder if this is gonna be an option. I didn't catch it. Where was that bow? Was it in the hammer packs?
I think it might have been. I was looking over at Xirtanul when the bow...
A small key of Hera and a burnout. Alright, so the bow was in the hammer packs. So if we find a hint that says the unique item requires the hammer, that could potentially be the case. You almost have to think this is the...
Yeah, so far we haven't actually seen any useful hints. I don't think we've only seen the one troll hint at least.
We're getting our... at least one chest in Agate. Meanwhile, Blume flippers. Wow, and the land. That is a new hype cave.
Mini Moldorm Cave is a new hype cave of 2019.
So I wonder if Plasma Kappa's gonna do Swamp next. He's got everything he needs besides the big key. But yeah, you got a lot of items in this.
Yeah,
Also,
definitely plenty of chests down there to check.
Yeah, he also could full clear Eastern, of course, and might do a dip into Pop. Ooh. And I think this was an intentional death. Yes, it was. I hope. So funny enough, Xirtanul is not bringing home the old man first. I totally understand that play. First of all, it takes way longer, and second, he can do that after Hookshot Cave. It's actually a better routing. This.
Not to mention the entire time that you have the old man, you're completely slowed down.
I mean, you want to do it eventually, right? Since you want to go down. Well, also he's got the mirror, so he might have just do it. Well, yeah, but anyway, when you find a Misery Mire map and the mitts. So pretty convenient. He could just go in the light world right here on Turtle Rock.
Very nice allotted to give us the mitts there.
And since everybody's talking, yeah, mitts and flute are not needed in inverted. You still want to have them kind of because they make routing so much easier, specifically on the east side of Death Mountain. Having two portals you can go through makes it way more convenient. And with all these things, we can actually enter Laser Bridge. We have the Cane of Burnout.
Ooh, and a key up there on Bumper Ledge, too.
Plasma Kappa not having the flute yet. Oh, and there's that book. There's our Hera Bicky, so in inverted, Hera is completely hammerlocked, but we have everything to full clear this dungeon. And also, I just saw it in the pause menu, Thieves Down was one of our 2 red crystals. And another big key. To Swamp, alright, so this dungeon is looking damn extractive, right?
Till we get that map check and find out that it's a pendant. Or not a pendant.
I just want to say, if it is a pendant, then it is super attractive.
Yeah.
But as you said, it's probably not a pendant at all. Meanwhile, I see the cape on Plasma Kappa's side. I wonder where you found it.
He picked that up in Ice Rod Cave.
And there's a map for Hera, so you even can check. And there was a Turtle Rock and I didn't read it.
I think that was GT Big Key in Turtle Rock.
Ooh, okay. With that mirror, we can get it probably pretty soon, unless it's on Trinex or in the big chest.
Xirtanul getting that final sword upgrade, though.
That's definitely something you want to see. Thanks, game. Plasma Kappa finding his book. A bottle is in Spike Cave. That's something cool. Because we didn't see a bottle yet, so there is this slim chance to have a troll right.
Yeah, and needing that bottle to get some sort of required item for. Though we are slowly running out of things that could be required.
Well, we still got Laser Bridge. We got, I want to say one more chest in the... let me think. At least some parts of Turtle Rock are open. Still can filter Eastern, at least on Plasma Kappa. And Swamp Palace is also big. And another crystal in Hera. And I'll watch if it is a red crystal or not if in the next menu, probably when he pulls up.
Question is, does he go back into Hera and do the...
He's not.
Oh no, he doesn't have a fire.
Oh, that's a good point. He didn't find the lamp in the mini Molon cave. There's just another map, but you might want to pick that. There's a map to Misery Mire. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We didn't check that. And Swamp Palace is our other red crystal, so Pyramid Fair is wide open to us.
And also got a quick view that Misery Mire is also a crystal in that.
We're going slowly getting to the Ganon's top. So we have 5 dungeons to look for, and all 3 pendants are still unknown. Alright, first item in Turtle Rock, just 300 rupees. We're stacked for this. And here's the infamous change-up room. You really have to be careful. 3 hearts is not...
Yeah, those change jumps hurt. I believe they do 4 hearts of damage.
I think with green mail. I'm not sure how much when you have blue mail.
I think they're static damage and they're always 4 hearts.
Really?
Yeah, because at least from what I remember, they always do a ton of damage no matter what mail.
I mean, it sounds legit. Alright, there's only one check in the front right here. That's blue mail. That's something you definitely want to see. The other 2 chests are still fire rod locked. So we didn't see laser bridge yet.
Well, but we potentially still could be making our way slowly but surely. Cap heading up to their Moldorm fight and potentially into the Hera basement after this. You have a fire source. It's your last check here basically on Light Death Mountain. Probably going to clear it out.
I think so, yeah. So I remember we still have 4 checks on laser bridge and 1 in the roller room. You cannot forget about this chest. You can enter it from the back.
Yeah.
That chest cost me in races, I tell you. Oh, the vanilla turtle rock big. What a powder. I guess we still have that big check. Xirtanul, aren't you missing a fire up? Did you get the fire up?
I don't think he did. I think he might be autopiloting a little bit. I'm not sure what he's up to.
I don't see that now. Oh, I see. I think he didn't have magic for the cane. He used all of his magic on Laser Bridge, so he had to take the step in here, get a full magic refill, and use this cane up in here to get into the room.
Ah, that makes sense.
Plasma Kappa is remembering he needs some for just a Compass to Desert Palace. That's a good riding decision, just taking this big chest and this. And that's the GT Big Key. That's definitely something you don't want to see. Oh my god. So I assume Xirtanul is gonna go into Swamp, finish that out, get that pyramid. I mean, you don't want to do crystal dungeons, but since it is full clearable, no, maybe not. Oh, he's gonna go South Shore first. Yeah, he's gonna get his lamp and
Lamp, flippers, and $20 because he already picked up a mail upgrade.
oh yeah, I forgot he doesn't have the flippers yet, so Swamp is not an option for now.
But with the flippers, Ice Palace will technically also be open to both runners. Oh wait, no, they still need Fire Rod or Vamos.
Exactly. I was about to mention. But Eastern is still a full clearable dungeon. And that looks for me for a Swamp Palace.
Can't really argue with that. We did like 9 or so checks in the Swamp Palace, I believe.
So we have regularly 5 items. I think 4 dungeon items, so that makes 9, but 2 additional to the pyramid. Just a joking. So I just want to make a point, since we find 10 bombs right there, shoutouts to our tracker Tale today and to our restreamer Glitchymon, doing a fantastic job, so give those guys a follow. Also, of course, to our runners, which are putting up a fantastic show today for us, and they are worth following, definitely, I can say that.
Absolutely, and Plasma getting another joke in front of Turtle Rock there. Starting to wonder if any of these hints will actually be helpful to these runners.
Well, we knew where the GT Big Key was, but that's not where you want to go. We're gonna see the left side. I mean, it's in Key Sanity, you have 2 random items right there, so yeah, that's a good point, just to do it.
It's hard to argue passing up because it literally could be anything on the left side swamp. Just a nice small key up there on Bumper Ledge. Make routing a little bit easier in there.
So far, Plasma Kappa is going into the footsteps of Xirtanul and cleaning up the overworld. So what we do not want to see is, I would say, the ether medallion. It's not too much left. Can dip Desert Palace, but we do not have any keys. There's only one chest. Now we still... I don't think we did see a Bombos tablet check yet.
We've not. Xirtanul ran by there, but that was when he didn't have the book.
That's Quake. I didn't see what Turtle Rock was, but at this point it doesn't matter anyway, since, you know, it would be just convenient if we get the fire rod and check those two. Here's another pod key.
So where are you hoping to see these pendants being at this point right now?
For the runners, you gotta hope Eastern is a pendant, but wouldn't it be funnier if we have to go GT? I mean, you know... But you probably wanna see the pot big here as well, so you have a big chance to at least hit one of the pendants. And Skull Woods is our green pendant today, so we definitely need that fire rod. And if Turtle Rock is a pendant as well, we might be looking for that fire rod in GT. There's even the possibility to go up.
Well, Xirtanul making quick work of Argus there, looking like probably going to be heading towards Pyramid Fairy here in a bit.
Alright, so I just noticed, you can't see it right now, on Xirtanul's tracker, he marked Skull Woods as a crystal and as finished, so I hope he's gonna realize that it's not what he just did, but yeah, we're...
Oh, I can't tell you how many times I've done that on accident.
I mean, he knows that he did Swamp and he got a crystal out of it. And there we saw 2 red crystals confirming that it's swamp and what was that first item in Eastern?
I unfortunately miss it as well. Our wonderful tracker says it was $300.
Looks like Xirtanul is gonna check some overworld locations going to the Zora area. Some cash in GT, thanks game. Ooh. There's a big key to Mire and a small key to Thieves Town. Now that small key.
Always a bit worrying. You never want to make the hike back there just for that one check.
And our catfish has today. A small key to Dark Palace. So with 4 small key of pod, we have the 2 chests in the dark, not in the dark maze, but the lower dark basement in Logic, and also we have the 1 chest above them. For the dark maze, the vanilla big key chest, and the big chest and Helmsaw, we technically need all 6, but these runners are probably capable of doing bomb jumps and also need the big key to that.
Biggest kick in the teeth will be that if the pod big key is just sitting right there in pod.
Yeah, and with that bomb was down in chat mentioned it, we have Ice Palace and Logic. With the cane and with the hook shot, it's already completely in Logic.
And we get to find out what Eastern Palace is here in just a sec.
Got a small key too, Misery Mark, and a red pendant, alright. So we need to find 1 more pendant and the fire rod at least. And your options are pretty bad actually. So one good thing to know, we will not look for the fire rod in GT because oh wait, no, we could if Cut Rock is a pendant. Never mind. We still have the Bombers Medallion from Eastern to clear ice.
Yep, so only way Fire Rod is going to be somewhere useful is if Turtle Rock is the pendant.
A piece of heart and I think a heart container are Firelock, Misery Mire. Good.
Definitely won't be wasting time looking over that.
Xirtanul getting his small key to. So 2 more checks and logic right there. There's another pot small key.
I think that leaves us only needing one more key in total to have every single one.
Yes, it is. Xirtanul deciding to skip out first. I wonder... Oh, he's not having the bow, right? He didn't check hammer packs yet.
Correct.
And at this point, that's something you definitely want to check. The unique item requires the hook shot. That could be our Wake medallion, if I'm... Wasn't it in the back of Swamp?
I believe that was correct. No, actually, I think it was in the... yeah, it was. It was in the lower part.
I mean, it could still be the boots hint, and boots are in GT or something.
Could be the fire rod in validation chest.
Oh, please, game.
The troll could be real.
This wish, please give it to us. Or something like, I don't know, do we have any fetch quests left? Yeah, technically boots in there to get these in the bonk rod.
Still so many mean things that could happen.
Yeah, key sanity is sometimes the worst. You might, I don't know, just find a bombus medallion in Herald Basement. You could use that for something. At least not in this seed.
So far, still a whole lot of not much in both Pod and Ice Palace.
Yeah, I'm starting to wonder where we're going.
We're inching ever closer to that fire.
And
Oh, there's Fire Rod.
Fire Rod, yeah. Alright, I think that puts us in item go mode, actually. Because we know it's...
dungeon.
Yeah, it is either here in Ice or in Pod. Or obviously in Turtle Rock, but we got the Fire Rod, right?
Plasma's in a very good position if Ice Palace is the other pendant right now.
And little shoutouts to Frostbite. He called that before. Bombos, Fire Rod, and Ice Palace confirmed, so... There you go. One of the top 8 knows how to play this game very well. And shall... Alright, Cold Stare. So I'm just thinking which item is potentially in Ganon's Tower. And the only thing I see actually is the Pod Big Key if Pod is a... because we have a big key for Turtle Rock. We can instantly clear that if we wanted to. And Ice Palace is going to be cleared right now if it is the third pendant. So only pot big key. And there's your ether for Meyer. Oh no, and it is a pendant. All right.
It is a pendant.
Ooh, this is a interesting situation because that means easily go mode.
Just a very quick cop skipping and jump here to Skull Woods, and then mirror
Even
into
better.
the Lost Woods for your
Yeah.
For your...
He's just gonna go to the pedestal itself, mirror in front of it, go into Skull Woods, finish that up, and mirror back through the.
Yes, that's the order. I forgot inverted.
So this is Plasma Kappa's race to lose. Or win, rather. Oh, and Xirtanul dipping out of Eastern.
He doesn't have the bow.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're totally right. That hammer. I forgot. Gosh, that must feel awkward. So, if you're Xirtanul, you're not having any pendant dungeon done, and you might not have any done, and your opponent already got done, and you will think, what did I do? Because I think that morph check is gonna be way faster with the pet pole included than this Ice Palace.
Yeah, the bow definitely being the big find for Plasma in this.
Wow.
With Temper Sword, Plasma's likely to make some real quick work of Mothula here.
So I think we found. Where did we find that Eastern Bicky? I think it was in Hookshot, or wasn't it even earlier?
It was very early that Eastern Big Key showed.
I mean, what did the Light World have for us? It looks only like the bombers and the fire. You could argue you had to get into the Light World with the mirror to get the bow. Ooh, getting quite some hits on more. Alright, there we go. And the morph is done, and it's up to a pet. So that must really feel weird for Xirtanul at this point. I hope we're gonna get an interview.
Yes, that will cinch this round for Plasma. It'll move him on to the next round.
Alright, guys, get your GGs. It's a 1:06. I believe 21 seconds. So Plasma Kappa will meet on Frostbite in the quarterfinal. GG to Plasma. I hope we get those guys for an interview. Let's see, I'm gonna join the SRL chat. Looks like Plasma Cap is up for an interview, joining us soon. There he is in the waiting room. I hope we can join. Alright, and we're joined by Plasma Kappa. GG on your 2-0 victory.
Thank you.
So, how do you feel about that seat?
I was very happy about the gloves, as you can see. Gloves being where they were.
So what probably made your race was that bow in the hammer packs.
Oh yeah.
Xirtanul just got his bow when you... No, not his bow. He got his bombos rather quickly, and he full cleared swamp, which was definitely tempting.
Yeah, I was looking at that, especially since I struggled past TT. I was all in the water stuff. Never touched that either.
Yeah, those pendant layouts actually were pretty nicely. You generally had like just to take items. Besides, I think Eastern Big.
Yeah. Don't exactly remember where Eastern Big was.
It was rather early. We were discussing that before. I think it was in Hookshot Cave, but it could have been a laser bridge actually, as I'm seeing.
No, Laser had GT and Turtle Rock Bikini.
Oh yeah, it had the vanilla one.
Yeah, I don't think it was on the mountain since I kept debating between decision of maybe I should just go clear Eastern before I went up the mountain.
Makes total sense to me.
Because I need money for Zora, and I can meet right after Eastern to get pod. I can hold out for more pod small keys.
I just want to stop in and say GG to Plasma. I was a little bit late.
Yep.
And good luck to... And I just want to wish good luck to Xirta. And thanks for watching ZSR. Remember to follow our Twitter and subscribe. Thanks again.
So you're gonna face Frostbite in the next round. He had his match before you. Are you expecting anything?
Not in particular. It just sounds like a good matchup.
I mean, you're in the quarterfinals. Is there even an easy back matchup? I don't.
I mean, I assume not. I know Frostbite, he is not easy by any definition.
So Xirtanul looks to go to Skull Woods from. He still needs that bow for a gun. Ooh, takes a fall on that. He has got a small key, so that's fine. Even not, he could have just get the one in the treasure.
Yeah, but who wants to get the one in that chest, right?
Yeah.
Oh, never.
So who picked this mode? Was it Sir?
it was Xirtanul's. It's actually very nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I mean, pedestal required seeds, or not required seeds, but Master Sword pedestal seeds are super interesting because you sometimes think, oh, this could be happening and this and this, and suddenly you're in go mode because you find a map and it tells you where's the last pendant. And yeah, that's basically what happened with your fire rod and finishing cold steel.
Yeah. When I got off the mountain, I realized fire rod was very important, so I could clear 3 dungeons.
Yeah, we were worried, like having maybe Turtle Rock and Skullwoods as pendants, and you know that validation chest could certainly have that fight.
Oh well, that'd be interesting. Very,
Certainly
very
one of the biggest
unlikely.
wild goose chase.
Very unlikely, but would be interesting to think about.
Well, that's what we get to do as commentators, is theorize all the horrible, terrible things that could happen to a run while it's...
Of course, it's one of the best parts.
So I just want to point out there is another match tonight. I do not think it's going to be restreamed, but if you want to see Kisama and the Cutsman, absolutely massive plays in their own, having a nice little open swordless defeat Ganon expert seed. So if you want to have some action and expert mode, you're very much welcome to watch these both. Alright, is he making the way to the boat? It certainly looks like. No pun intended. Yes, that's a good way. So yeah, thanks Plasma Kappa for giving us such an amazing show to watch. Inverted Key Sanity pedestal is always.
You're welcome. Just kind of... Yeah, I was very scared because of those gloves the whole time. Yeah.
So it is Plasma Kappa, but his stream name is nitori7, and it's the same as the name on the.
Okay. Alright, my
I
bad.
hope I'm correct.
Yep.
So I guess we can interview you right now. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, yeah, we can.
Alright. So, Plasma Kappa, how do you feel about the race overall? How did you feel you did?
I mean, seems to have gone pretty well.
So is there anything like that you really like, any major decisions that you regret making?
doing the back of skull, but I hate the back of skull.
Oh my god. So is that the only decision you regret in this race? Like, did everything else go absolutely perfect?
I mean, just say, pretty
Ooh,
much.
and there's the bow for Xirtanul getting some rage slash out there. I understand that. It's now in go mode.
I don't
So,
go to the.
so Plasma, is there anything you'd like to tell us about your run or how you're feeling about it?
May have wasted a lot of time on the mountain, but I got tempered on the mountain. That moth fight was very close to getting out of control.
Alright, that's fair. So is there any time in the run where you felt like you're really behind the other person? Or you feel like you're ahead the whole time?
The gloves. And, it's very volatile. Pedestal goal.
Because I myself don't really understand Link to the Past Miranda too much. But I do, but is there any place you think, maybe, I might have asked this before, but where do you think, I mean, is there any other places where you think you could have done better, like you could have, like, improved your run and made better decisions overall? Nope, okay. Well, that's, I mean, that's...
Oh. Go woods. That's about it.
Alright.
To be fair, those gloves you both, I think, last looking. Actually, you didn't, right? You didn't choose to go into pod early.
I did go into pod.
Oh, then it was Xirtanul, I think, who just went there. Or wait, no. He decided to clear Thieves down, then got a pod, and then go back to Skull.
Yeah, after they found the Thieves Town Big Key on Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah. I went into Thieves once, then found the big key, then went back, and I knew the gloves weren't going to be on blind, but I gave him a shot anyway.
Yeah, just for the off chance of him being pendant right.
Yeah. Plus he's there if I have to come back.
So I just want to ask, how do you feel about your next matchup? Do you know who that's going to be?
Yeah, that's Frostbite. Apparently.
Oh boy, so do you feel like you're gonna win? Do you feel like you're gonna beat him, or do you feel like you have a higher or lower chance in this match?
I'd say I have around a 50% chance of winning.
Oh no. Okay.
Hey, I would take a 50% chance. That's not bad.
At least we're gonna have some match.
I quit if it's any less than 100.
Just seems like a very fair matchup.
That's fair.
To me, anyway. I don't know how he feels about it.
Well, I wouldn't know, but that's why I'm asking you. Because you're the one being interviewed, you're the interviewee, and you're being bombarded with a number of questions that may or may not be relevant to the race. Maybe.
Feel pretty good about it then.
Alright, you feel good about the race. Do you have anything? Do the commentators have anything else they'd like to add?
I just want to say, Xirtanul will be up for an interview as well. I just asked him, and he's gonna.
Yeah, I did ask him, and I was just waiting for him to finish, and then he'll be on.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Amarith, do you want to add anything else?
I think we got all that we really can get out of Plasma.
Okay, so last question.
It was a heck of a run.
Oh yeah. So Plasma, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Please send help.
As always.
Please send help. My wiping kit My wife and kids need randomizer money. Send help. Alright. Well, I think we're done with the interview. If nobody else has anything to add, we're going to have to end it, if that's okay. Unless you have something else you'd like to add, then feel free. Or anybody else.
So we're not getting Xirtanul in it because he's ready. He could just join us for two.
Yeah, we're
minutes
getting Xirtanul in it. I think Plasma's done because we have absolutely nothing else we can do. And
I don't know, Plasma. Do you want to talk to your opponent once more? If you want to wait, but it's.
I mean, sure.
Okay. Well, guess the interview hasn't ended.
He wants to talk to me. Just talk to me, then sure. If he doesn't, then I'll leave.
Alright, that's fair enough. That is absolutely fair.
And
there goes the
pet for certain.
Yeah.
GG.
Get the GGs in chat for Xirtanul for sticking out the rest of that run, finishing it.
Okay.
And GG Xirtanul joining us in the chat.
Hey Xirtanul, GG on second. How do you feel about your run, first of all?
Actually, I really can't be too unhappy. I mean, nothing really went wrong apart from well, not checking hammer pegs when but overall execution and routing were just, well, I think for me on point, but in hindsight it's really easy to talk, of course.
Of course. So I just want to ask you a few questions, and then at the end we're gonna ask commenters if they have anything to add, and then we're gonna sign off. That okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So my first question for you is, do you feel like there was any points where you shined in your race, like where you feel like you made really good decisions?
I think maybe the best decision I made in hindsight, that is, I'll go into up to Death Mountain after I found a hook shot and hammer, so I could do Hera and basically all of T-Rock. I think that was really nicely routed for me, but well, unfortunately it did not pay off.
That's definitely fair. So is there any so since I asked that question, is there any places where you felt where any decisions you made made you think, oh crap, I'm really behind, I'm gonna lose the race? Did you have any moments like that?
Well, when I found the bow and I saw the dot done.
Well, okay. I feel bad now.
No, basically, well, how the run went for me, I just routed everything, and when I found Bomb Boss, I kind of had a hunch that, well, Ice Palace, Skullwoods, and either EP or T-Rock would have been my last pendant. And then I found Bomb Boss in, I think it was Pod, and then I went straight to, that was an Eastern, yeah, okay, but then, well, then I went straight to Ice Palace, and then I found my Fire on that I was hoping to be in Gomo.
Yeah, it had to be weird for you seeing the dot done before having any of the pendants, but they were quickly accessible after you got the write-up.
Yeah, basically if you went the Kakariko Village route first, you would have gotten a really early bow, which would have led you to EP and Pod, which would have given you a really early Bomb Boss, which would have gotten you the Fire Rock, which basically would have meant the end of.
Exactly, but both of you guys did Turtle Rock. Basically the full clear besides the Fire Rod blocked stuff, and you cleared Swamp completely, but Plasma Kappa didn't go to Swamp at all.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
EP sent me on the chain.
It was worth a gamble, though. We knew, and I think you knew as well, Swamp Palace was a crystal, but so many items plus big fairy.
At that point, I actually hadn't even checked out the bomb shop, so I had no idea whether it was a pendant or a crystal. But I was just on the like, well, it's a lot of items in there, so might as well.
I see. So give these guys a follow if you like what you see, chat. Also, thanks to our restreamer, Glitchimon, for having us today, and Tali for tracking. And thanks, Amaret, for the...
And thank you, Ray, for co-commentating with me and keeping me up to date on Key Sanity Lodge.
And Zur and Plasma, do you have anything else you want to add?
Not really.
I just want to wish Plasma Cap a whole lot of luck in the next round. I think you played these two seeds excellently, so you deserve them.
Yes, thank you. You're a good opponent.
Alright, so I think since this interview may be finished, commentators have anything else they want to add or anything else they want to ask? No? Okay.
I don't think.
I think we're finished.
Alright, well, I just like to double, triple, quadruple check. So, but in case anybody has any words to get out, then it might not be bad, because it might be trapped with their questions for several years if they don't get them answered right now. So I think it's a good idea to get all the questions out of the way. This is going to be the end of the stream. We're going to sign off, and then we're going to host someone who's probably streaming a Zelda game. Thanks again for watching the Link to the Past Rando Challenge Cup, and we'll see you soon. And isn't there a race in like 2 hours?
Yes, there's a race between the Catsman and Kisan. Once more expert seed sortless. That's gonna be fun. All dungeons.
Oh, so there's another race going on in 2 hours. So check out.
Oh, no, sorry, never mind. Defeat Ganon, not all dungeons.
Literally lying to viewers, SMH. Literally tarnishing the name of ZSR by getting information wrong. So.
No, it's just me.
Alright, so in 2 hours there's going to be another Link to the Past race, so you can make sure to check that out on either ZSR channel, because I personally don't know which channel it's going to be on, but you can always check back. Remember to follow ALttPR and ALttPR2. Remember to subscribe, follow Twitter, and that kind of stuff. We're signing off. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you in 2 hours.
Yeah, I think we will not have a restream at that point, because we don't have a restreamer yet and didn't ask for any comms and stuff. I might be available for that, actually. Actually, Seto might be back at that time. I'm not certain. But still, there's this tracking issue. And it's up to you if you want to be there. I see, that's fair.
Thank you for hosting.
Yeah. Thanks, Amrith. I had a